everybody. It is Wednesday, September 29th. It's been 2 weeks since my last confession, since my last video. Fucking beautiful day out today. So I wanted to check in. Couldn't have picked a better day to do it. It's magnificent out here. Make sure everyone knew I was still alive. Yes, I am still alive. I'm here. The last video I did was right before the Megadeth concert, which was spec-fucking-tacular. I couldn't have picked a better show. Here's a clip or two.
Just keep on thinking it's my fault. Nature too, and I'm kicking this. Mankind has got to know its limitations.
Absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. And the beauty of the show was no, how you doing? None of that shit. Nobody walking around with that shit. And Dave Mustaine himself gave a little speech that was right on point.
I just want to tell you how great it is. Look around you guys. Look to your right, look to your left, and look how wonderful this is. We're all here together. We're not in fucking bags. You know, we're not freaking out, and we're not yelling at people. Where's your fucking mask? Put it up under. Where's your mask, you mad cow? It's way deeper than a chant, you guys. But listen, it starts with this kind of a sensation that we feel right now. We feel together. We feel like, let's strength in numbers. We feel like we are invincible. People will not be able to stop us. See, the thing right now that's going on is tyranny. This is called tyranny. Look it up and get on. And tyranny isn't only in government. Tyranny right now is in the schools, and tyranny is in the medical business. So, you guys look it up. We have the power, especially us, those that are united heavy metal fans. We have the power to change things. If you look what happened in the Middle East right now. I said it a long time ago with this next song, Holy Wars.
Now, how about that for picking a great show? And of course, the moshing, the crowd surfing, all of it going on. Loud, tight, fantastic sounding music. Here's Lamb of God. And that's about all I have for you, because I didn't spend much time videoing. I was way into the show, and we didn't get there until Lamb of God. I missed Hatebreed and Trivium because I was busy hanging out, doing my pre-concert rituals. we'll let you keep that to your imagination. Put it this way, I had to carry my fucking friend out of there. So I was trying to relive the old days. Oh, I sure did. He was like rolling down the damn hill. Lots of fun and lots of appreciation for what the fuck we're trying to save here. And in retrospect and kind of looking back on it, which I did, concert went on for me for a couple days. Some retrospection on all the times I've had in my 50 years, almost 50 years of life. And things to look back on and fond memories and good times and experiences that I want my kids to have the opportunity to fucking have, you know? And where we're moving, as you well know, doesn't provide that. There will be none of which we experienced left for them to experience if we don't save it, if we don't come to appreciate everything that we have come to experience in our quote-unquote freer, I'm not going to say free, but freer environment of life in this world, you know, from traveling to concerts to games to friends to ups and downs, trials and tribulations, all these things that are just being bombarded with dead ends for them, whether they badungadung or not, you know, because the badungadungs ain't gonna fucking stop. And those that do make it through will be forever changed. And, you know, doing again, so a lot of contemplation on what exactly I'm doing and why I'm doing it, which is what we talked about last time. So while I was there and looking around at the crowd and the experience, none of that, the speech from Dave Mustaine about tyranny and what this all is, and the realization that this is what our whole existence was about when this music was out in the 80s. And Generation X rebelled against the tyranny that was pointed out in musical lyrics through many underground bands that weren't part of the plan of the releasing of that music.
Not part of the plan.
Has brought me to the realization that to come out of that pessimistic way of thinking in my everyday environment, which what I'm saying is I have very few people in my life that really get this. Very few. And even of those very few, there's only a couple that truly all the way get it. Some of them are just about there. But again, they're very few compared to all of the people that I do know. Friends, family, you know, ex-coworkers, you name it, you know. Neighbors, I mean, whatever, you know. Parents, kids, my kids go to school with, you know. The list goes on, and I look around and I see people doing this, you know. Many are still holding on, but some of the ones that are doing it, they have no realization what they're doing to the rest of us and what they're being set up for by ignoring this mandatory aspect that's being implemented. Because I don't know about you, but when in your fucking life have you ever seen anything mandated that you must do to your body? All these things have been out there, you know. People do what they wish. They get what they wish. Whether they're duped into it or not, or whether that makes them healthier or not, or whatever their choice leads to, it's always been their choice. And never have we been put in a position to have something like this mandated, not to mention the short life of its supposed creation that we are just ignoring, you know, even though many of us know this has been waiting in the wings for a while. Not to mention the actual change in which this differs from other, you know, aspects of dungadungs, you know. I don't even want to fucking say the word because stupid computers and AI fucking algorithms, they suck. But I really don't give a shit. I really, I know you know what I'm fucking saying. But the reality of it is, to get out of that pessimistic mode, what I've been doing and trying to do, of course, is this whole time, is to step into a more optimistic way of looking at it as far as 10 years ago, when I or you or any of the people have been saying any of the things we've been saying, and people look at you like you're fucking got 5 heads, and, you know, there's no one running around trying to get this information out to people the way that, the way that people are now, and that the visual aspects of what is going on now, coupled with all of the behind the scenes information that we've been trying to get out to people for years, has led to an awakening that we've never experienced. We've never seen this amount of people. I mean, if you look obviously at the majority of people, they're fucking retards. And they'll apparently always be retards until it's cool to not be a retard. So those of us that are awake in this asleep world, you know, have a big job, not just for ourselves and our own sovereignty of our own selves, but the other people that we're doing this for. The generations that won't have what we have had to experience. The people that are being locked down and tyrannically abused right now in other countries, that can't fight back the way that we can. That it's much more difficult for them to not comply, because you know, fucking Empire Strikes Back looking fucking cops are just walking up and just grabbing people and throwing them on the fucking ground and smashing their fucking heads in the ground. Places like Australia, it's absolutely appalling. These fucking guys, man, they look like goddamn fucking evil ninja warriors out of a Star Wars movie, just walking around fucking slamming people. You know, it's ridiculous. But that's the future for our kids if we let that happen. If we don't stand now, those of us that can, if we just falter because we want our paycheck or you know, we want our retirement or you know, I have a friend who's fighting with that right now. 31 years of work. He's got 2 to go till retirement. And he's facing the potentiality of this mandatory fucking thing. And he's out of his fucking mind. But he's like, am I supposed to sacrifice the past 31 years? And people don't really understand that it's not sacrificing the past 31 years. It's making the 31 years that you just spent matter, because if you cave to it, you really think you're going to live a retired life with where we are and what we're facing and what they're doing? Do you really think, what are you going to get? 2 years? You know, so that's 4 years from now. And I think I'm being generous.
You fool!
But what are you going to get of freedom and fishing and relaxing and retiring if you don't have those things to be able to go fucking do, you know? And the money you're getting doesn't fucking cut it because they have diluted and destroyed the money supply as they're doing. Janet Yellen's staying, what'd she say? I will be out of money by October fucking 12th. Yeah, no shit. So that will be a signal to turn up the printers and destroy and devalue the dollar at an accelerated rate, more accelerated rate than they already are doing. So what is it that you think you're going to have that is going to be worth having in an environment like that? You know? So realizing the why we're doing what we're doing and not getting caught up in the immediate potential consequences for not doing what we're being forced and told we need to do to ourselves is making everything that we're fighting for worth it. Caving is giving it away. And I've come to realize so many people in my own circles can't really see that. They're not seeing the full picture. And those that have got it seem to say they don't care what we do. But we'll see. The fact that it was even said by one of them, you know, I prefer you would. However, it's up to you. Well, I prefer you hand me everything in your bank account. But, you know, hey, you know, you don't have to. I'll tell you don't have to. It's like, you know, I prefer a lot of fucking things. Jesus. But again, it wasn't meant in a facetious or a combative way being said to me, and it was coming from the heart. But I'm saying that the mind control that is wrapped around people who do not want to face what's really happening. Everyone in that group, there isn't a person in that group that realizes this is bullshit. You know, they realize from another angle that what they're being told to do is bullshit, but they don't realize at the core this whole thing is bullshit. And it's really about the actual Great Reset economically and monetarily, and gaining control of every single person's access to the things that they need to live, and then by default controlling and giving and coercing, I should say, behavior that they want in order to give the things that they need for life. Here you go. All right, you can have this, but a little bit of coercion here. You got to do this to yourself. You got to wear this. You can't say that. You gotta. And that is what this is all about. And that's, you know, scary for a lot of people. I get it. But when the fuck, after a year and a goddamn half, and live, you know, not really realizing what's going on here, because this is, as I say often, is a numbers game, and we need people to see it. And the more nonsensical this gets, the more people are seeing it, which again is not in my exact realm of existence. So I have come to realize that in order to stay optimistic, I have to look more on that scale of people that I don't know. People that are waking up all over the globe that I don't even know who the fuck they are, but they're doing it. And for them, I need to keep doing it, whether people around me get it or not. So, you know, a good couple of weeks of contemplating the why myself I have done, while also, you know, experiencing life, the things I'm trying to save, the freedom to gather as I wish, to consort as I wish, to entertain and be entertained as I wish. You know, whether that's a sporting event or a concert or a gathering or a party or a dinner or a holy shit. That's a big ass one. Sorry there, buddy. Holy shit, coming around you. Whoa. Big ass fucking web there. So I've been and getting myself ready. Like I said in the last video, I spend a lot of time trying to more get internally ready than I have been physically. I've done, you know, physical work. I have some things, like I said. Do I have things that last me fucking years? No, I don't. I don't plan on living in a hovel for years. But I know that I'll have what I need for as long as I need it. And, you know, doesn't mean I don't stop grabbing things here and there. But that's not what I'm obsessing with. I would venture to say the crypto space is about to go higher as they destroy the dollar. So if you can afford some pirate chain or whatever cryptos you desire, I'd grab some, you know. I grab little bits that I can here and there, but it's not my focus. My focus is getting ready internally for what's to come, because it's here and it's going to come. A day like this reminds me what I'm doing this for. I want to be able to come out and walk through the woods and, you know, have a walking meditation and enjoy and appreciate everything around me without covering my fucking face and breathing my shit and keeping myself sick and having to have some fucking badungadung alter my fucking self in a way that I don't want to be altered. And that's worth it, you know. So anyway, hope all has been well. That's been my 2 weeks. And we will continue to try to stay as consistent as we can. But as I say, you know, never know what's going to happen with me. So I didn't mean to be gone for 2 weeks, but it worked out that way. I actually have a new camera that I'll be using to try to get rid of this old piece of shit. It's a good one. And I will be learning that between now and my next video. And then we'll see how that goes then. For now, like I said, hope all is well. I hope that we can keep our heads up. And when we go through phases, like I do go through and we all go through, we can pull ourselves out by remembering why we're doing what we're doing. Because not just the experiences I've had the past 2 weeks, but the overall understanding of it's not really about me. It's about all of us. It's about generations of kids that are never going to experience this. My own kids. Things are being taken away from them left and right. Being forced to choose left and right. You know, things that they really wanted to do their whole lives being coerced by this fucking mandatory fucking bullshit. And they're having to choose to not do the things that they've wanted to do. That's more than you and I have ever had to fucking do in our childhoods. We had it all right in front of us, you know. So it's a hell of a lot more than just us sitting at home, standing in sovereignty of our own selves. Although that, of course, is what this is all about. It's about creating a situation that allows everyone to do that and keeping that choice from being absolved from this entire existence, because that is what they're trying to do, whether you fucking want to believe it or not. So anyway, love you guys. Get learning, get speaking.